Well, I think it is time. I mean, there's no point in waiting. I mean, look at my stats. 6 accuracy, 4 barter, 4 charm. I'm really just playing the game on hard mode at this moment. Any of my any of my heirs, Pointy, looks like Pointy might be slightly better. Just about any of my heirs, Shooty's pretty good. Just about any of my heirs are much better positioned than I am to live a successful life. So then our questions are, what happens once we give up on this life? Once we uproot the Kynseed? Obviously, we will get some benefits or some boons from Mr. Mayweather, who I'm sure is using us as a pawn in some sort of game against the goddesses. But as we've seen, the goddesses, as leads up right now, do not appear to be the benevolent beings that they claim to be. And we don't know what really happened during the war between the Fae and the humans, the exact details of this strange bargain that was cast. So many questions remain to be answered. What's going to happen to our shops? We can go ahead and put these on the shelf now. What will happen to Lucy? Should we go ahead and divorce Lucy, set her free so she can find a life with John Arrows? Or should we leave her around the house and maybe she'll remain as part of our family? Even though I will no longer be in the picture, so to speak. So many questions. The only one way to find out these answers is to do it. To take the plunge. To do what needs to be done and uproot the Kynseed so that we can see what the next life has to offer us. Because I believe that is what the developers intended for the game all along. I'm sure they didn't intend for people to play the game hamstringed by mediocre stats. So we don't really have a whole lot we can... Well, there's not much in the inventory at the moment. We can stick in... We'll give all the 1-star stuff. Get rid of all the 1-star stuff. We got plenty of carrots we can put in there. Our heir will be in charge of replacing all this stuff. We've had a good life, more or less. Many memories have been made. And I'm sure many more memories will be made by our heir. Judy or Pointy, whichever one I choose when the time comes. We're just going to get everything ready in our shop. Because who knows what we'll be able to do as a child. I know that as a child that children can take on apprenticeships. What happens to all these quests that we have? So many questions. I'm sure that some of you would like to see the answer to these questions, and so you shall if you stick around. I'm gonna get rid of all of our 1-star stuff. Don't have a whole lot of some of these 1-star stuff. Things that we have a lot of these fish. We got a lot of pike. I think we can dump a bunch of pike in here and not worry about running out. Salmon, we can get rid of all these 1-star salmon. All these silver scales, we can get rid of all of our everything except them. And get rid of some fishy wishies just to see how much they bring in. And of course, we got the pond lurkers down here. Is this the weed skimmers? The weed skimmers. We'll go ahead and put 15 or put 10 of them up for sale. Could sell a bajillion dandelions, but I can't. I don't know why we have so much time. I'm gonna put a bunch up here and see if... Because it might be a while before we can make more money. Who knows? There's so many questions. What were these? Skate scale. I like the name of that. Got rid of all these items we can sell. Some bowing Nancy's. The flower we found bajillions of when we were looking for the Blind Marys. People have been posting in the comments where to find the Blind Marys, and I really appreciate that. I'm not one of these people that dislikes backdoor gaming. Not a euphemism. If you see me doing something stupid and you have a good answer for me, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I have no pride. I mean, I have no pride that can be bruised. I mean, obviously I have pride, but I'm not worried about my pride. Have I bought these? I forgot how much I bought these for. I wonder if I can sell them for more than I bought them for. Let's put some up on here and then we'll see how much they sell for. Right, we don't have too much of anything at the moment except for these vials of slime. I'm gonna put those up there. Why people will be coming to... What is that? H. Pepper's naming nut. They have no idea what that's for. Unless just something you can use to change your name. So that shop is good. Go ahead. I don't know why I bothered picking these. There's the doctor. Doctor's doing well. Now we can't order anything here. Let's check out the old... Alright, so we're making decent profit here. They just hope the profit remains after we pass on, so to speak. Let's say he's not getting anything. He's got 18 intelligence, but he never makes anything from the apothecary. That's what I don't understand. But can we hire somebody? There's only the person here. You can't have two people working here, which is kind of strange because the other apothecary shops have two people working. Let's try something real quick. Just to make sure I'm not missing something. Hire. Who else is somebody we could hire? We could hire John Bowes. I think maybe since we've stole the love of his life, maybe we should. Ichabod, Hazel, Betty, Jed. We got lots of scrumpies working for us. Lemmy Sip. He was the one that originally owned the shop. Jeremy Smith. It automatically bases the pay on how well they're, which is good. So Lemmy Sip originally owned the place, so how come he doesn't... I'm going to hire somebody that's a little bit cheaper. Let's hire Jeremy. Now, can we put him on the schedule? See, there's nothing for him to do. Okay. So we'll just hire him. We don't actually have to put him on the schedule. That seems kind of weird. We're just keeping him from working for anybody else. The way things go around here. Pick another flower. Okay, so that's taken care of. 2 hunters went off into the woods one day. Go hunting as hunters do. And they were on a long trip. It was going to take them deep into the mountains. When they were deep in the mountains, a storm came up out of nowhere. Snowstorm. So they were trapped in the mountains. They tried best as they could for several days to hold on. But they couldn't find food, and they couldn't find much shelter. It became obvious that life was going to come to an end for them. One of the hunters refused to believe that his life was coming to an end. And he ran hard and fast as he could back towards the village where they had come from. Even though he knew it was an impossible task, he kept running and running. And eventually he became tired and fell down on the ground. But even then, he was crying and screaming and refusing to believe that his life was going to end. And then he looked up. He saw a wolf, a large wolf, hungry, standing over him. A ghostly wolf, not a wolf of this world. And with one savage clamp of its claws, the wolf grabbed him and drug him to the next world. The other hunter watched his friend run off into the forest, into the snow, and disappear out of sight. The other hunter, knowing also that life was about to end, went and sat down and waited quietly underneath a tree, closing his eyes, enjoying the smell of the snow and the wind, the cool breeze on his face. And as the cold air drained what little life he had left from him, he looked up and he saw a lamb, gentle lamb, standing over him. "Is it time?" he asked. "It's time," the lamb answered. sweetly, reached out a paw, and he took that paw in his own hand, and the lamb led him off to the next world, peacefully and gently. This is the legend of the kindred. Two spirits, two sides of one being. The wolf that takes those who run from death, who try to hide from it, who try to prolong their life when they know that their life is over. Takes them and drags them, kicking and screaming, into the next world. And the lamb who comes and gently leads those who have accepted their fate and their doom and carries them into the next world. So which are we going to be? Which spirit is going to come for us? Is it going to be the wolf or the lamb? Are we going to fight, or are we going to let it happen naturally? We'll wait one more day for our children to return home with some loot. We'll save our game. In the middle of the night, when Lucy will not be there, to see what happened. Got that? Look, we got a curse fish. So sending them off with a fishing pole was a good idea, because we have not had a curse fish ever. And what's crazy is that the... Alright, so let's see what happens. Alright, I'm gonna wait to do this in daylight. Beginning of daylight. Before Lucy gets out of bed. We'll wander over. Look, our good son's already awake. Say goodbye. Well, I guess she's already awake, but she doesn't know what I'm doing. She doesn't need to know what I'm doing. So here we go. Here it is. The Kynseed tree. Waiting for us. 15,000 money. We've made all of the perks except for good lever. And there we are, game void. And there's Pointy and Shooty, and there's our family. Uproot our Kynseed. You wish to end your life and pass on the Kynseed to a successor. Are you sure? Here we go. The lamb is carrying us gently into Briar. We will meet with Mayweather, who will tell us what comes next. Fairweather. So be it. All your possessions and skills will transfer to your chosen heir. Friendships you have forged will drop slightly. Your life will begin anew. If your chosen heir is under 18, time will pass and you will begin at 18 years of age. So which one? I think Shooty's paranoid negativity but bravery. Animal lover gossip and bravery. Scent gossip and flameproof. It smells nice. Strength, smart. I don't know. Paranoia, negativity, and bravery, though. Those are hard terms to come up with. Alexander is smart, which I like. They've all got better. Alright, so barter. 7, 10. So these two. Animal lover, gossip, and bravery. So Pointy, it shall be. Well, no. This one's fine, too. Alright, it will be Alexander. Scent, gossip, and flameproof. I think that will... in the end, because everybody's still pretty weak. Well, I don't know. Accuracy 7, charm, constitution, speed 9, intelligence 11. I don't know. Let's just do this one. Alexander will be our new heir. A fine choice, I am sure. Come, Shell, into the burrow. I shall see you again soon, dreamer. Who is Shell? Oh, Shell. I'm the Shell. Come, Shell, into the burrow. See you again soon, dreamer. And now we will wake up. Pointy arrows, 18 years. Well, 16 years into the future. Life tax, growing up 13. Glutton's trough 1. Years due 14. Time passes on. So many years we missed. Our dog, some of our friends, our wife, probably. There we are. There's our fine grown-up. Spring, year 28. Good stores gained a perk point. I hope so. Here's the boons. Home your heir. Pass on the Kynseed. The new Kynseed will be planted. There we go. So now we can increase stats. Which stats do we want to increase? How about this one? Guess we don't have any choice. Take it stat. Add 1 point permanently to a stat of your choosing. It didn't give us a choice. It's just automatically choosing it for us. Oh, there we go. Accuracy, barter. Alright, it's starting off there. Okay. So let's go ahead. Alright, so we want some... We definitely need some strength. Alright, there we go. For good eggs, increases stat permanently. Alright, what does this one do? Same thing. I'm going to balance out these stats. So that our next heir... There we go. We got another stat token. All the tokens are the same if you ask me. So we need some constitution. Looks like our brownie never changes. So what's our weakest ones now? Barter and constitution, which is needed for everything. Alright, so then we'll go ahead and do some strength too. We're going to be a well-rounded individual this time around. Found stamina nut. This increases your stamina orbs in combat by 1. Energy ball adds a ball of stamina to your combat ability. Good. Fairweather token. I can vouch for them. Reduces the cost of fairweather items by 1 year. Look at me. Do I have a mustache? I don't want a mustache. Alright, what's going on around the old homestead? Our pigs have passed on. I'm guessing that when our animals died, they left cave wart behind. Annual events. Ignatius Kettle passed on at 96. Pat Cow was chosen as the Summertide Herald. Pappy Cow passed on at age 6. Old Jacob passed on at 100. Rose Salt was born to Rock Salt and Celia Salt. Ignatius is gone. Pappy Cow is gone. Pat Cow is gone. Old Jacob's gone. And Rose Salt been born to Rock Salt and Celia Salt. Blueberries. I don't see anybody at home, because our children would also be grown up, so we don't have anybody to send on quests anymore. I didn't think of that now, did I? Where's our family? Our family's gone. There's just me. Where did they go? All of our heirs have just disappeared. How could that just happen? I mean, they just... Where did they go? Now I am quite upset. I did not expect this outcome, that's for sure. So Lucy is just gone? She was from the Vale. Lucy... I don't remember what her first last name was. Lucy Game Void. Lucy Game Void is just gone. So my pulling up the Kynseed has resulted in all of them being taken away too. This is quite grim, my friends. Go ahead and plant these seeds while we think about what's going to happen next. Okay, so all those boons we got, all that it got us was some better stats, which I'm not complaining about. I mean, we obviously, stats are going to be better for us. Are we at the beginning of a new year? Look at all the money we have, though. all the money we managed to make over all the years that we were gone. And only one of our shops gained a perk point while we were gone. What are these people doing? I've got the worst people working for me imaginable. So what? Alright, so it's the first day of the first year. Which means we need to go ahead and pick out something to buy for the year. Everything is reset, essentially. Should we bother getting married again and having children, or should we just adopt children? If we adopt children, I don't think we get as much out of it. Here he is, Ian. Fair weather. Return to see my wares, child. I have a fine selection from my humble burrow. I am a collector of curios from many places. The price, as always, is life. How much easier could life be with these marvels? This year's offerings are definitely intriguing. He says that every year. Clockwork clock. Professor Bugpass. Beautifully carved wooden owl. Such an inventory increases family study experience gained. Terrarium. Convenience on the go with this portable garden. What could that do? Why would we want a portable garden? Clockwork clock. So I'm guessing this means that the clock will just always be there, even if I don't. So this is our new life. I'm gonna go ahead and take both of these. Not gonna take that one. 4 years will be enough. 4 years will pass by at the end of this year. So all of our plants are watering. We need to take care of Mr. Brownie ourselves. We'll go ahead and give him a nice apple, because we've been kind of gone for a while, so he's going to be kind of upset with us. Let's go check out the shops and see how they're doing. So weird seeing I look so French. But there's our new clock. You see our clock up there in the corner? Tells us exactly what time it is. So now we don't have to, now we'll always know. And what was the other thing that just sits in our inventory and increases our... I don't know why I'm bothering picking these stinking dandelions. Can't sell them, can't use them. A lot of these people, as far as I know, the people that work in my shop are still alive. Wow, look at all these people. I think that somebody that used to work here died. Okay, we need to hire somebody to work here. Somebody that's going to be good. How about the guy that used to own the place? Where's Jeremy? No? Who's the best, one of the best workers? Good cop. Oh, we need somebody with good barter and charm. You got good charm. Hire copper kettle. We'll put him on the same schedule. There. He'll work on the night shift with her. There we go. Yeah, we gotta hire lots of new people because Lucy's gone. Okay. Alright, so that's something I didn't even think about, is now that Lucy's gone, we have to hire lots of other new people. So he's got charm. We need somebody that can work the forge. Stamina and strength. Holly Kettle could work the forge for us. And then we need somebody with some good charm. It'll be Arthur Brown. Okay. So Arthur Brown can work the counter. I don't know which one's which, though. I think the second one is the counter. We'll find out, won't we? We have to mix them and match them, we will. I wonder if our other person died as well. Wait, did I pick Holly to be a blacksmith or to be something else? I don't know. Alright, there we go. I close. We've still got all this stuff, so it's like time stood still while we were gone. Gonna let them hang out there. See what happened down here at the other shop. See how this one's doing. And so all of our workers are still here. We got 2 perk points, but we're saving up for something. We're gonna try and get one of these +3 ones for once, right? Price lowered for stock. Yeah, we were gonna, let's see. Players can order a good store normal box. Or we can order a selection of Fey items. How long would it take to save up 5 points? It's gonna take a long time. +3 to speed, 2 days for delivery for stock. I don't know. We'll just see how that goes for a while. It's almost the end of the day. Let's see if anybody shows up at work. Okay, so he's still here. Wait a minute, this isn't John Bowes, is it? Who's our worker? Arthur Brown. Ash Brown, okay. How many perk points do we have? We got 2 perk points here. So we were saving up for the premium box. It's not going to take us long to get that. Okay, so the shops... Everything except for the... Everything except for this shop. Okay, so there she is. So now she's at work. So everybody's working. Look at all those people. I guess that's what happens when your store is so popular. And I don't know how good she is at forging stuff. I think probably the best thing to do... Oh, we had him. Okay, I'm stupid. Okay, so there's a bubble-headed dude. Maybe that's a... Maybe that's a medical condition. Alright, so let's get rid of... So let's fire. Fire him. Oh, he's only got a 7 speed, so it's not like he's going to be much better in the thing. Of course, he's got 7 stamina. But anyway, we don't need him. And then let's go see if he'd be a better worker in the blacksmithy. And I know everybody wants their orders. You're just going to have to wait. But they're brown. Teresa is not doing too bad. She's not bad as that. But let's get rid of... Actually, none of these people are bad at it. So let's just let them go. Alright, so that was another waste of time. We'll just see how things go. So that's it. We have reset. We have reset the game and restarted our life. Now we need to figure out what we're going to do. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go buy some kids. I mean, we're going to go adopt a couple of kids. You know, we wouldn't just buy children. I mean, that's ridiculous. Anyway, so we've got 11,000. And I think, all right, so we can get some new children. And we can start... taking over the next city. Battlefields. Not taking over, buying new businesses. All that good stuff. So thank you for being here at the end of one life and the beginning of another. And I will see you in the next episode, dear friends.